What is up, everybody? It's Cobes here, and today I am back with a Fortnite video. In today's video, we're going to be ranking every single supply drop item from worst to best. Make sure to tell me your least favorite items to get. Maybe give me like a top 5 least favorite and top 5 most favorite items in Fortnite, because I am curious. Or at least just your least favorite and most favorite. I think that would work. But if I am missing any items, make sure to leave them in the comment section, and I'll tell you what kind of position they would have been in. But I think for my top 10, I didn't miss anything, and the bottom 12, I think there's 22 items in total. The bottom 12, I mean, they're really interchangeable, but they're all pretty bad. So starting out, my least favorite thing to get out of a supply drop, I mean, there's many, but my least favorite is the crossbow. I think the crossbow and semi-auto sniper are basically the same thing, except for the crossbow, it doesn't do any damage to buildings, which kind of sucks, and it has unlimited ammo, but still it does shit damage, and I never want to use it. I never want to see it from a supply drop. The next one on this list is probably one most people would put super far down on the list, and I don't even know why it's still in the game. I guess it's only for trolling and for really horrible players who are brand new to the game. We have the bush. I've never seriously used the bush. I don't think I've used it probably since the first week that the bush came out. I don't think I've used it a single other time, and I never want to use it again. Please don't make me make a gameplay on it, because I will just constantly die and never play Fortnite. Next, it may be an unpopular decision, unpopular spot on this list, but we have the semi-auto sniper. I would say if I have 3 guns, I would pick the sniper, the bolt action one, for my 3rd gun, unless I had a grenade launcher, an RPG, maybe some more bandages, some medkits, some more mini shields or regular shields. I would pick a lot of things over the bolt action sniper, so you can see why the semi-auto sniper is so low on this list. For our next one, we have the minigun. The minigun, I mean, they just add horrible items week after week. They add horrible guns week after week. I don't know if the hunting rifle is in supply drops. I really hope it's not, but if the hunting rifle is in supply drops, I would say that's worse than the crossbow and semi-auto sniper, so I'm going to place that way below. I can't confirm for sure if it's in supply drops, but someone tell me. I don't think it is, but still. Horrible guns week after week, and I don't even know why they keep adding them. But let's move on to our next one. I would have to pick smoke grenades. They're better than all these guns, I would say, because at least you can evade people with them. And I've heard some people say they rush with them. I have never done that before, but maybe I could test it out. But smoke grenades are just something that if I see in the chest, I'm like, okay, cool, where's the gun? What gun did I get? Because, you know, I don't really care too much about the items inside of supply drops. But next we have spike traps. Spike traps are fun for that final kill if you can try to trap a noob or something. But realistically playing, yeah, you're never really going to use a spike trap, and you may get 1 kill if you're lucky, if someone rushes your base. But for the most part, you're probably not going to get a kill late game when you get a supply drop. Next, this one, I didn't really know if this should be in the next spot or this spot, but we have boogie bombs. I would say I never use boogie bombs, and I rarely see anyone use them. They're very situational, and I don't really know if it's worth a slot. If I could hold like 1 grenade in my, let's say we had a slot where you could just hold a grenade, I might pick the boogie bomb, but still I think grenades are better. And that's kind of going into my next spot, the impulse grenade. I didn't really know if it was better than the boogie bomb or not. I rarely use either of these items. I think impulse grenades can be a lot more fun than the boogie bombs, but boogie bombs are more for situational, like strategic plays. If you actually are trying to use a boogie bomb, it can work out in your favor, but typically I use it on someone and just shoot them once and they kill me. But impulse grenades at our 15 spot. For number 14, yeah, I haven't really been listing these, like their numbers at least, but I will once we get into the top 10. But at 14, I would say resources are a decent item you can get out of supply drops, especially if you need it. It's going to be like 30 to 60 whatever material you get. So if I'm really struggling for materials late game, I think resources can come in handy. But again, I don't know how often that happens. It's happened enough where I'm like, yes, fuck yeah, I got some resources. But I could also just mine like a tree or two. But if there aren't trees around, resources can be decent, I would say. Next, we have the silenced pistol. So you can get the legendary silenced pistol from supply drops. I would say this one isn't all that great. I don't really see myself using it in late game. Early game, yeah, it's great to get. It can definitely kill some people. Let's say you drop tilted, you get a silenced pistol. Maybe you can win some gunfights against some people who have some shotguns, but for the most part, late game, you're facing some more skilled players. I would not suggest using the silenced pistol that late game. For our next spot, at number 12, we have grenades. I would say grenades can be utilized perfectly if you are good with them. I just rarely use them, so I don't really see the point in putting them any higher up on this list. Maybe for you they would be higher up, but grenades, they're good and all. I think they're the best. One of the best useful items, like useful grenades at least. So at our number 11 spot, I would have to put bandages and then a cozy campfire as well. So those are tied. I couldn't really decide which one I like better, but in certain situations, you need that healing and bandages can come in huge. But I think the cozy campfire is a little bit better, but I still think they should be tied in this one. And then for our number 10 spot, we do have the med kit. I think the med kit can come in huge, especially if you're down, like let's say you're at 30 health, someone just shot you a bunch, you barely got the kill, you don't have really anything else to heal up with, med kit can save the day. But for our number 9 spot, I think the slurp juice is a little bit more practical because for the most part, I won't need that much healing that late game. But a slurp juice, let's say I've been stuck at the 75 health. It can get me up to full health and maybe get a little bit more shield. I think that's perfect. For our next spot, we have one that may not be as practical as it is just more for fun. At least in my opinion, I think the launch pad is great at this number 8 spot. You can get away from certain situations, you can rush people with it, but all in all, I don't see it being better than anything else on this list. So number 8 spot is respectable, but I can't really see myself putting it any higher. So at our number 7 spot, you guys might be like, what is going above this? But I think the bolt action sniper rifle, the legendary one, is a good gun to get. It's definitely exciting, but in solos, I think I would pick it up less than I would in duos and squad. If it was in duos and squad, if it was a list on that, then I would probably say this would be a little bit higher. But in solo, that's kind of what I'm basing this video on. I would say the bolt action sniper rifle, the legendary one, really isn't all that much better than just a blue bolt action or a purple if you get one of those. Next, we have the grenade launcher. So the grenade launcher is one of my favorite items to get. It's at the number 6 spot. I couldn't really decide if it should be any higher, but I think having like any sort of explosives at the end game, if you didn't have them before and you get them from a supply drop, can definitely change the tide of a game and help you win. So the grenade launcher has got to be really high up on this list. I'm surprised it wasn't top 5. But for our number 5, we have a shield potion. I think a shield potion can come in so clutch, but you guys might be surprised. What's the top 4? You haven't said mini shields. I think at our number 4 spot, we should put mini shields, just like you guys should as well. I think mini shields are better than shields. So let's say you're at 0 shield. Would you rather have 2 or one shield or 3 mini shields? I think the answer is obvious. 3 mini shields all day. They're quicker to drink. You can stack more of them. And if you're at 0 shield, I think the mini shields are going to come in clutch because you're going to have 1 extra if you didn't have any extra mini shields. Next on our list, we have our number 3 spot. What is it? So we have the Scar left, the Chug Jug, and the RPG. I think, personally, the Scar is a good 3rd spot on this list. I love the Scar. It's one of my favorite guns in this game. But at number 3, I think it's a well-deserved spot. I can kill people and get their scars, but I rarely get these other two items. So I think getting them from supply drops, it's a little bit harder to get them from anywhere else except for supply drops. That's why I put them at the number 2 in one spot. So at number 2, we have the Chug Jug. The Chug Jug is my favorite item by far, and I love getting it. I love chugging it, getting myself all the way back up to full health and full shield. But at our number 1 spot, do I really even have to explain it? The RPG is a game changer. It's going to help you win. I would say if I get the RPG, I'm winning about, let's say I'm top 10 and I get the RPG, I'm winning about at least 70% of the games I get the RPG in, especially if it's a legendary one. I absolutely love the RPG, and I can't wait to go play and grab it from some supply drops for this video. At least I hope so. But tell me your list. I hope you guys didn't find too much controversy in my decisions, but if you did, tell me what they were and why I'm so wrong and so stupid for these choices. But this is my list. Tell me your list in the comment section. I'll see you guys later. Bye bye.